What is going on YouTube? It is me, Crafty, and today we're going to be starting a new series called Learning from Your Losses, right? It sounds just like, well, it is, let's redo that. It is just what it sounds like. Basically, we're going to be going back through some of my losses, and unfortunately I've lost a lot today. I actually dropped quite a bit of trophies. I've only dropped 100 trophies, but I've lost, I think, 8 matches today. And I've won about 3, so that's not very good. That's kind of frustrating. So instead of sitting down and just getting angry at the game, I decided to take a break earlier, and now I'm going to go back and revisit some of my losses and try to learn from them and see how I can either change my deck or play a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and start off with this game. I played earlier, and I ended up getting 3 crown very quickly. In all fairness, after I lost my tower really early, I kind of ended up letting him win. Not because I was tilted, but because I really didn't see any possible way for me to defend against what he had. So I go Electro Wizard in the back, which wasn't a great choice, but at the time I thought it was my best choice. Thinking about it now, I probably should have gone Skarmy in the back, but I don't know if that would have changed the outcome. I tried to punish his really high elixir push here because he was dropping the golem. I tried to punish it by dropping my giant, and unfortunately my Electro Wizard crossed the bridge, which allowed the Night Witch to get straight to my Electro Wizard and bypass my giant. And basically you can already see what's going on here. I have a huge push coming against me, and I have no means to kill this baby dragon. My only means to kill the baby dragon was the princess, and again I had bad placement for the princess. So he's got a lot of splash damage coming out here from the baby dragon, as well as a lot of damage coming out from these level 11 archers, and the golem is still at half health, and he drops L-Jack. At that point I'm only at 4 elixir to stop this. You got 4 plus 8, so that's 12 plus another 3. That's a huge elixir push. A 15 elixir push, there was no way I was going to stop that with 4. I played my cards wrong the whole time. Now, looking back, I think what I could have done is not played that giant, focused on defense first to try to take out the golem, waited till it crossed the bridge, dealt with the golem while also dealing with the other things he had coming at me, and that would have at least postponed my loss, maybe keeping me at a loss of 1 crown. He did have, in my opinion, just an overall better deck, at least in terms of the matchup. He had a better matchup against me. I could have probably swayed the outcome a little bit. I'm not entirely confident that I would have won against that deck. He had a lot of answers to my deck with the fireball. I pretty much had no means of taking out aerial attackers, even though I've done it plenty of times. I've played Lava Loon on this deck and won, so, you know, he had a really high level baby dragon as well, so it was a rough game. It was a rough game, so I don't think I could have won, but I do think I could have minimized it by playing my cards a little bit more conservatively here and trying to control the game rather than trying to just punish him for playing a golem. Punishing the golem was not a good idea. It's only good if you have a bridge spam deck, just to let you guys know that. So going from that, as you guys can see, I ended up switching up. I did a Sparky deck. Didn't work out. We tied. It was kind of a boring game there. Sparky never made it past the bridge. It did very good on defense, but a 6 elixir defense card is kind of rough. Went back to my original deck, lost. Played another game on that deck, lost again. So that put me below the 3100 trophy line. So where did I start out at, actually? So I was in 32-17. So that was the game last night, yesterday's match. And then I made it all the way down to 3072. I won a game, lost a game, and then won another game. So this game right here, I played against an Expo deck, and I have not played against an Expo in a very long time, so this was interesting. We're going to go through this one. I ended up switching up my deck. I wanted to have a new win condition here, and I was going to go Hog, but my Hog's only level 6, and I am not confident with that. So I replaced Hog with Battle Ram, and then I went Battle Ram mixed up with the, the Dark Prince in order to help make the Battle Ram get to the tower, right? Dark Prince gonna get the splash damage. Here, I was just like, wait, what the heck is going on? He ends up getting a lot of chip damage out with this Expo, but I end up getting, I believe I hit the tower on this one. No, we don't. we don't hit the tower. We do a little bit of damage though because we do this and he burns a log. So I do have the elixir at the moment over this guy. We got about 3 elixir over him. So I don't really know what to do. I place Goblin Gang down in the back again just because I'm trying to not waste any elixir. He goes for another expo, so I'm going to deny his expo with my knight. He drops knight in the front yet again, and he's going to go with the, what do you call that, the Ice Spirit. We end up stopping his expo from getting any damage out, and we get 1 hit off on his tower, so we're technically winning right now. We're going to go with the Battle Ram Dark Prince combo. They pull out, oh, I'm lagging a little bit. There we go. He pulls out the Inferno Tower. We end up getting a pretty good amount of damage dish out onto the tower here. I was pretty confident in this game. I didn't see how we would lose outside of not knowing how to properly deal with the expo, right? So, yet again, I'm going to drop Goblin Gang down in the back. It didn't seem like it's been very useful so far. And I was predicting that he was going to go expo again. This time he wisens up, goes with the archers in the back to take out the gang first, and I believe he goes straight into the expo now. I do not have anything that can tank because I made a very poor decision in putting my knight in the back. The knight's going to get shredded, and I have no answer for pretty much anything here. Expos have quite a bit of health. We don't end up killing the expo because my minions they redirect, right? So it takes a while to do damage. Expo ends up doing quite a bit of damage there onto my tower. We go for the arrows, the log plus the archers takes out the gosh dang log. Takes out my battle ram here, and we end up recycling, doing the same thing yet again. I'm doing all I can to get this expo down. He ends up logging away my stuff. My minions go down, and yet again I take out his expo, but I'm trying to set up a push here, which I shouldn't have. This was my fatal mistake. That's what I shouldn't have done. So I end up wasting my elixir when I could have been setting up good troops to defend here. And I'm doing all I can to stop this expo, but he logs away pretty much all my stuff here. Expo targets the tower. I have nothing to counter the expo at the moment because the knight is going to be what is getting aggroed. The knight gets a hit off, I believe, and the expo doesn't go down. I had no means to kill the expo that game outside of doing it up front with a troop. So what I learned from that is that I really need to throw in a higher damage spell into my deck that I can take out the expo with. So what I did the next game, obviously I'm not going to be running into expos that often, but I ended up throwing in Fireball, and my Fireball is kind of underleveled, but Fireball is Fireball. 500 damage is always good. You can never complain about that. So I threw it in, and it actually ended up getting me a win against this dude's deck. And look, you can tell he's got a really heavy push deck. His cards are overleveled. He's got a level 6 which I didn't even know it was level 6. Level 10 E-Barbs there, and level 2 Ice Wizard. So we ended up winning that. And the Fireball was really good. I figured I didn't really need arrows. 1 more elixir, I can take out the same stuff, and I typically had arrows because I have mostly a ground deck here. I had arrows for a minion horde. If a minion horde went up, that would completely counter my deck. But I figured Fireball can do the same thing, still a positive elixir trade at the time, and I also still have Zap as well. So yeah, so it looks like it feels like I learned quite a bit. Basically, don't overcommit in the beginning on a golem push unless you have a bridge spam deck that you can scare the other team with. I clearly didn't scare them by going down the same lane. that was probably honestly my fatal mistake, is going down the same lane. And then also from the second game, pretty much what I learned here with the expo is that you definitely want a direct damage. Let's go check out what the expo's health is. But you definitely want a direct damage spell, and I feel like you generally want direct damage spells in your deck. So there's 1330. That's still a lot. I don't know how much Fireball would have helped. I mean, it definitely would have helped because I would have been able to take out the archers, other things like that in 1 hit. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would have. That was tough. I think I ended up just playing the cards wrong. Happens. Obviously, I turned it around next game. Expo's weird. Wait till you guys play Expo. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today guys. Go ahead and drop a like down below. It helps me out a ton. I'm trying to go, and you guys know how this YouTube thing goes. Hit me up with a subscription for some more quality YouTube content here on Crafty Clash. And until next time guys, peace out and God bless.